as you know, I've tried to do a 365 on a few occasions before and failed dismally each time. So I've actually put together a useful video, shall we say. It's about how to succeed at a 365. Now, it's an AI generated video, but it's using a NotebookLM, which is a Google thing. So you throw in a load of sources, and then NotebookLM will output the video. So it's worth watching. I'm very impressed with what it's done.
All right, let's talk about it. The Project 365. You've probably seen it. It's this super popular and, let's be honest, super ambitious challenge for photographers. The idea? You take one photo every single day for a whole year. It sounds so simple, right? And it really does promise to totally level up your skills. But, well, there's always a catch.
I mean, it seems straightforward enough. You grab your camera, you find something, anything interesting, and you click the shutter. Do that 365 times. It's like this incredible visual journal of your life. So yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
And here it is, the cold, hard truth. After watching tons of photographers try this year after year, there's a really clear pattern. The huge majority of these projects don't end with some amazing final photo on day 365. Nope, they just kind of fizzle out, usually somewhere around February. That initial excitement just vanishes, and the project gets left behind.
So why? Why is the quit rate so incredibly high? It's usually not one big dramatic thing. It's more like a series of small, super common traps that people just stumble into. But you know what? If we can understand these traps, we can learn how to sidestep them completely.
Do any of these sound familiar? I just can't find the time. I have zero inspiration. Ugh, the weather is just awful today. These are the thoughts, the little excuses that just completely derail so many of these projects. They feel so real in the moment, but they're really just symptoms of a much bigger problem.
And this quote right here from Reddit user CYMBios just nails one of the biggest traps of all, perfectionism. Trying to create a mind-blowing masterpiece every single day is a guaranteed recipe for burnout. The pressure to constantly one-up yourself is just not sustainable. It turns something that should be fun into this high-stakes competition against, well, yourself.
Which leads us to what I like to call the meaning trap. This one is so sneaky. It's that day when you're feeling tired or uninspired and you look at the photo you just took and you think, this is garbage, it's meaningless. You're judging that photo based on your mood right now. But the real value? That often doesn't show up for weeks or even months. Later, you'll look back at that meaningless photo and see it for what it is, a perfect little slice of a moment in time.
Okay, so we've looked at all the ways things can go wrong. Now, let's flip this around and talk about how to get it right. Because the key to finishing this thing isn't about having a fancier camera or more free time. It's all about a massive shift in your mindset.
Just look at this. The contrast is so clear. Over on the left, you've got the thoughts that lead you straight to quitting. Every photo has to be a masterpiece. You have to follow all these strict rules. You got to wait for inspiration to strike. And on the right, that's the path to actually finishing. It's being okay with mediocre pictures sometimes. It's making your own rules. It's shooting even when you don't feel like it. It's about remembering why you started in the first place, because you love photography.
So to really lock in that winning mindset, here are a few little mantras you can keep in your back pocket. Instead of complaining that the weather's bad, challenge yourself to love the light you have. When you feel totally blocked, just remember, the harder I look, the less I see. So just relax and let the world come to you. And on those really tough days, your only job is to make good art for you. That's it.
And hey, speaking of doing it for yourself, here's a huge piece of advice on what not to do. Don't feel like you have to post every single photo to every social media account you have. Seriously, that constant search for likes and validation, it can be so toxic. It just adds this layer of pressure that turns your personal project into a public performance.
Okay, so we've got the mindset sorted, but how do we turn that into actual, practical, daily action? Let's get into some real-world strategies that'll make this whole thing feel less like a grind and way more like a natural habit.
This right here is an absolute game changer. The challenge is to take a photo every day. It doesn't say you have to edit and upload it every day, so separate those tasks. Make shooting your only daily goal. Then, maybe on a Sunday afternoon, you can sit down with a cup of coffee and enjoy editing a whole week's worth of photos at once. This one simple change can literally save your project.
And here are a few more tools for your kit. First off, don't be a camera snub. Your phone absolutely counts. Keep a running list of ideas on your phone for those days when your brain feels like static. Try giving yourself a weekly theme, like pets or macro, just to narrow your focus. And for goodness sake, give yourself permission to take low-effort photos. A simple shot of your morning coffee? Totally fine. It's all about keeping that momentum going.
Okay, let's just be real for a second. Life happens. You're going to get sick, you're going to travel, you're going to have a day that's just insanely busy. At some point over 365 days, you are almost guaranteed to miss taking a picture. This is not a failure. It's just a thing that will happen.
So, the most important thing is how you react when that happens. Do not quit. Do not spiral into feeling like a failure. Just move on. If you feel like it, take 2 different photos the next day. Or don't. It doesn't matter. You have to remember, this is your project, and you make the rules. The goal here is progress, never perfection.
So, after all this talk about traps and survival tips, you might be thinking, man, is this even worth it? And the answer is absolutely yes. So let's get to the good part, the payoff. Because all this effort, it builds to something that is truly, deeply valuable. The sheer number of reps you put in is just transformative. Your eye gets so much better. You start seeing cool compositions and little details in places you never noticed before. You become an expert in light. You just intuitively know what's going to look good. Your technical skills will go through the roof as you finally move off that auto mode, and you'll get so fast and good at editing, it'll become second nature.
But you know, it's so much more than just the technical skills. Something way more profound happens. You're not just creating an album of nice pictures. You're building a time capsule. A real nostalgic record of 1 year of your life. The good days, the bad days, the totally boring days, and the amazing ones. It becomes this incredibly personal story. And this right here, this quote just brings it all home. The ultimate key to actually finishing this thing is to find joy in the daily act of making something, not just dreaming about the finished album. You have to fall in love with the process itself. If you can do that, you'll want to come back day after day after day.
So there you have it. You've got the mindset, you've got the strategies, and you know what the reward is. The only thing left is to start. It doesn't have to be the perfect shot. Just pick up your camera, whatever camera that is, and capture one little piece of your world today. So what's it going to be?
I'd be interested to know what you think in the comments. So leave a comment, let me know what you think about this video. And would you like more on different kind of photography subjects? Don't forget guys, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.